Good afternoon, guys. Lexus Driver here. Sorry I haven't uploaded a new video on YouTube. It's just that I was so busy with exams and whatnot. Um, but now I'm fully free. I can finally get back at uploading some new YouTube content. Now, this is a very unusual video. When I do unusual videos, it basically means I don't normally do videos like this. But there was a recent news article I've read. Mostly like YouTube and other sources. What's going on is for people who are living in New York. They are facing there's been some new research that New York is sinking, not just because of the rising sea levels, but also it's because of the skyscrapers they have. That's like adding so much weight on where they're building. And I would say what's going on here in New York. This is pretty much a red flag for various projects that are happening in New York, because New York, it's already a concrete jungle. There's so many skyscrapers, um, like skyscrapers, like as if they're putting so much weight on the land they're standing on. Um, so far, the research is that so it's according to this article here. New York City is sinking due to weight of its skyscrapers. New research find, but fortunately, what the research found is New York City is sinking, but only approximately 1 to 2 millimeters each year. When a city is when a city is sinking, like for example. Uh, Sea levels rising, or in this case, both sea levels rising and the weight of the skyscrapers, it's always going to be a red flag if there's no mitigation uh, against the city being sinking. So far, there are other cities in the world that are going to be sinking. Will be sinking in the next decade if no action has been taken place. In this case, coastal cities, like for example in Tokyo, Japan, Bangkok, Thailand, and like any coastal city is at risk of sinking if there's no mitigations being taken in. If there's no mitigations being taken to, because we can't stop sea levels rising, but we can actually mitigate uh, how we can combat the city sinking. So. If you guys are from New York, I'm pretty sure you guys might have read this article. There's also another article. This is the same thing. Um, yeah, this one. If rising oceans, like this one's from the Times. If you guys are interested in reading these articles, I will put the links in the description below, so you guys can look it up for yourselves. So it's right here. If rising oceans aren't worry enough, add this to the risk. New York City faces, like in this case here, the metropolis is slowly sinking under the weight of its skyscrapers, homes, asphalt, and humanity itself. So New York City. It's the city where there's lots of skyscrapers, skyscrapers that makes New York City a concrete jungle. I mean, skyscrapers are good, but what we don't realize is the skyscrapers are actually putting so much weight on the city that as a result, the city is is sinking under its own weight. It's not just the sea levels rising, but it's also their own weight of the skyscrapers they're placing. And if you guys are familiar with the World Trade Center, it's still under construction. Most of it is complete, but only two buildings in the World Trade Center haven't been finished yet. But of the two, only one they're still talking about it. Um, Two World Trade Center and five World Trade Center are the only buildings that haven't been built yet or haven't been finished yet. Well, two World Trade Center, they have a long way to go. Currently now it's on hold. Uh, the reason why two World Trade Center is on hold is because there hasn't been a lot of tenants who will be renting offices, because the World Trade Center complex, it's more than just a World Trade Center. There's offices. There's even places like where news anchors would be stationed. But so far, the World Trade Center, it's mostly complete. Just two buildings are still under construction. They still haven't started building two World Trade Center and five World Trade Center. Five World Trade Center has very much a long way to go. I'm pretty sure in the next decade they might be finished. But who knows? I would say, like, since of this article that New York is sinking only by a few millimeters, like approximately 1 to 2 millimeters, according to the article. I would say this could be or will be a red flag, or this is a red flag for projects like the World Trade Center. And judging by the map of what the World Trade Center will look like now, um, hang on. Let me open up my, yeah. I'll show you guys my DeviantArt page, and I'll tell you what I'm talking about. Let's see. So this is one of the few. This is a drawing I made on DeviantArt. I know that the finished product won't be a lot like this one, but if it would be like this one, then it'll be completely a lot like the original World Trade Center. This is angle 2 of what I have. I have angle 1 and angle 2. Just hold tight. See. Now here we go. It's been a while since I drew these, but I really want to make it look very much real. But I still have a long way to go. And also, I haven't posted a lot on my DeviantArt because my Apple Pencil is out of commission. So here's angle 1 and angle 2. So here, this one, what I have here, I don't know if you guys can see it, but if you can see very well, hopefully you can make out what I have. So what I have here, this is angle 1, and angle 1 of 1 and 2 World Trade Center. This is this one this one on the left. This is 1 World Trade Center, and this one on the right is 2 World Trade Center. What I found on YouTube is saying the 2 World Trade Center we need. So I would say 2 World Trade Center. It would have been much more sensible if 2 World Trade Center would be a lot like 1 World Trade Center, except the difference is they wouldn't have the antenna. I know it might remind people of what happened on that day, but for those who really love the Twin Towers, I would say this is a good throwback. So much hard work I place. I am trying to add some more detail onto what I have here, but this is like there's like a petition that I found on the internet that 2 World Trade Center should be a lot like 1 World Trade Center. So this is angle 1, and this is angle 2. Also, I also read that 2 World Trade Center, these rings here, they say they don't need the rings because the rings are only for to support the antenna. But there were some comments I read on YouTube from that video that they might use it like a veranda cafe, or like to see. To see the amazing views, just like what the original 2 World Trade Center offered. But Judging by the layout of what the World Trade Center complex will look like once it's complete, I don't think they might I don't think they might build two World Trade Center a lot like this, but yeah. So either it'll be like this or it'll be like what they originally had, because it's currently it's still on hold. But if they build two World Trade Center the same as one World Trade Center, then it'll be a lot like the Twin Towers. But all in all, only one way to find out. But uh, I don't normally say this, but hopefully, two World Trade Center would make New York a very recognizable city. But yeah, I just hope that if there's ways to mitigate the sinking, then if there's ways to mitigate the sinking, then projects like the World Trade Center would continue without any red flags. But I would say that New York, of the many skyscrapers New York has, the most recognizable skyscrapers are um, are the Chrysler Building, the Empire State Building, and finally One World Trade Center. But so far, One World Trade Center, it's considered to be a recognizable skyscraper because number one, it's a skyscraper that everybody recognizes when they come to New York. So hopefully, when the World Trade Center complex is finished, it'll be a lot like when the Twin Towers collapsed on that day, New York wasn't the same anymore. Ground Zero, there was so much to clean up, and as a result, after the cleanup, they couldn't rebuild the Twin Towers, and instead, they would just build a memorial site over it. And so far, the World Trade Center complex, it's still incomplete. There's still two more skyscrapers to build up, but hopefully in the next decade or so, or decades later, the World Trade Center complex would be finished. And for the let's see, I might be missing something. Oh, oh, the part of New York that is most likely to be sinking is Lower Manhattan and parts of Brooklyn and Queens, the ones that are stationed near the waters, you have the ports and whatnot. I would say, according to the article, that's the part of New York that's most likely to be sinking if there's no mitigations been taken. Um, Coastal cities. Well, I'm gonna go out here. Coastal cities, aside from New York, for Jakarta, it's quickly clear and pretty obvious that it's too late for them because Jakarta it is sinking, and thus they're gonna have to relocate to a new capital city. But so far, if New York finds a way to mitigate we can't stop sea levels rising, but we can actually mitigate uh, in the event sea levels are rising. Like in coastal areas, they would build levees. If you guys know what a levee is, the levees are what they place on the shore to prevent to prevent flooding. But so far, for now, New York is still the way it is. But hopefully, they might find some mitigations to to make sure, in the event sea levels rises, the city doesn't flood. And like I said, if you guys are interested in reading these articles, I will put the links in the description below. Also, hopefully, you guys like my drawings. I know it's a long way to go, but I'm just taking a few breaks of drawing. Anyway, guys, that's all I have for this video. thank you guys so much for watching. And if you guys are from New York, I strongly recommend that you should read these articles because if you guys are living in New York, there is. This is a real problem. We're actually facing, sea levels rising, and coastal cities are at risk of flooding. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and also I will be linking these two in the description below if you guys want to check it out. It's not finished yet, but I will try my best without an Apple Pencil. So anyway, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully this keep you guys keeps you guys updated on my channel. Yeah. Anyway, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.